coming through. I'm just checking on Danny's phone. Bear with me. You have to press the play button, Deb. No. I don't know whether I'm coming through. We've got a couple of people in the chat. We've got Calc and BBA. Let me just take care of a couple of technical difficulties, guys. Yeah, I think we're live now. Okay, sorry about that. There's always a little bit of a problem. This is only my third live. Thank you for joining us. We've got Calc and BBA. Welcome in, guys. It's good to see you. If there's anybody else in the chat, say hello. Let me know you're here. So I was just sitting here this morning thinking I've got quite a few pickups to do. And I thought, it's an awful lot of filming. It's an awful lot of editing to get through in one day. I've been slacking on my videos. So I got back to thinking about what TSC said on his stack chat last night. And he was saying how he was feeling a bit down and a bit blue about his channel, the Stack Collector, last night on Saturday night stack chat, because he did a live stream and there was no one watching, and it just made him feel a bit down. And I thought, well, sod it. I'm gonna sort of just jump in and do a live. I'm not even gonna announce it really. I put a little message in Stacker's social chat about an hour ago just to say I was doing a live. So not really expecting a big audience, not expecting much really. I just wanted to sort of do this just to show TSC that maybe you're putting a bit too much pressure on yourself, pal. We all love watching you on a Saturday night, and we know you work very hard to keep these shows coming to us. So yeah, just going to take a bit of a relaxed approach about this live today and just work through my pickups that I've got in the last week or so, of which are quite a few, guys. So I've just seen that Robot Toaster has come into the chat there. I have got Danny sitting here with me as well. If you want to say hello, Danny.
Afternoon, everyone.
Okay, and she's feeling a bit under the weather today, is Danny. So she'll be a bit quiet, but she's just keeping an eye on the chat and just letting me know if any of you have got anything to say. So a couple of the pickups we've got here today. I've got a win from Sundays with Craven last week. Danny actually won while we were on holiday. I'll talk a little bit about the holiday as well, for those who are dying to know. I've got a couple of poker chips from Jack Stacks. I've got a pickup from Calc. Okay, I bought something nice from Calc this week. And I've got something from Stack Collector. I've got one of his mystery boxes to show off. Also, you might notice in the background, if you just pay particular attention to this box at the back here. Okay, I bought a little treasure chest. And I'm just going to be sort of putting my deep stack in there just to keep that separate from my stack. I'd love to tell you that I picked that up in Italy on my recent holiday, but after a week of searching, I was looking particularly in all the little shops around Lake Garda for something like this. Didn't find anything. We ordered that with a £25 voucher that Danny had for Amazon, but I'll show you that in a bit. So yeah, just to go back to the chat for a minute, who else have we got in here now, Danny?
So we've got someone called Seven Stacks.
Seven Stacks, okay, great. Nice to see you, Seven Stacks.
Wanted some chips, poker chips.
Oh, you wanted some poker chips? Well, I haven't done mine yet. I did say that in my last live. I haven't done any poker chips yet. It is on the horizon. I will get some out to everyone in the future. So who else have we got? I see that Robot Toaster's in there. BBA's just saying we've got a troll chat message. Drop a rainbow emoji in chat to show support for this creator's trans journey. Oh, right, okay. Well, we can ignore that. I don't need to get involved or block anyone. That's all right. Okay, never had a troll before, especially on a live. That'll be interesting. I'm just gonna if they've got a little bit of a trans channel going, then feel free, as long as you don't spam too much. Show support for that, not a problem. I can see Luke in here. Hello, Luke. Nice to see you. Good afternoon. Another interesting thing, just before we move on, is just before we went live here today, Danny pointed out to me that I don't know whether you heard in the news, guys, but this thing at 3 o'clock, the nationwide sort of alert, it's set up by the government There's going to be an alert to everyone's phone. I'm filming from my phone, so if I go dead at 3 o'clock, you'll know why, because all your phones will be going mad as well. It'll just be interesting actually to see what happens while we're on a live, because yeah, it's supposed to be like this national warning. I guess if there's any sort of nuclear bombs about to come down, that this is going to be how they tell us. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens while we're on it live. So yeah, tune in for that at 3 o'clock. But that could be the end of my stream, guys. If it cuts me out, I do apologise. So I'll try and get through what I need to get through in the next 25 minutes, and then we'll just have a chat if I don't get cut off. So
apparently you're transitioning fully next week.
Oh, Sandy is transitioning fully next week. Drop a rainbow emoji to show support. Drop your rainbow emojis, guys. I'm not transitioning, not next week. I'm saving it for 3 or 4 weeks down the line. But yeah, it's just keep spamming away, mate. That's fine. You do your thing. But yeah, we got Brits and Sobs in now. Hello, Brits and Sobs. We got Theo does YouTube. Hello, mate. Yeah, welcome to everyone who's joined in. I'll try and catch up with the chat again in a bit. Let's get into the pickups, guys, because I've got to get a bit to get through. If I get time and I don't get cut off, I'll tell you a little bit about Lake Garda at the end of the video. But yeah, so this week we had a bit of a chip swap with good old Jack Stacks. This is BBA's father. So he's got two of our Silver Goddesses pink stack of social chips on his way. One for Jack and one for BBA. So you should be getting one, Jamie, as well. I think you'll be the first to receive them. Actually, they're special limited editions.
Nemo's daughter got one.
Oh, Nemo's daughter's got one, so you won't be the first to get one. They're meant to be for the ladies, but we know that you know, the lady stackers. But we know that Jack and BBA are massive poker chip collectors. So we've done a little swap, and we've got the lovely limited edition Jack Stacks one, as well as his standard one. Phone's up to its usual zooming tricks, but they are fabulous poker chips. So thanks very much, Jack, for that. And I've spoke to him. I know he's got ours. So BBA, mate, you should be getting yours as soon as you see your dad. All right, so I'll just put them to one side, and then we'll move on to Craven's giveaway win. So this is Danny's first giveaway win, although technically it was me on Danny's phone, because we were sitting in our balcony in Lake Garda. We were back early that night. We'd been out for food. Danny had fallen asleep, and my phone wasn't working well over there. I wasn't getting much of a signal in Italy, so up in the mountains. So I was using Danny's phone to tune into Sundays with Craven. He's on again tonight at 5. He's got Side the Sound Man coming on with him. So make sure you're on Stackers Social for that. Yeah, and just being part of the show, we entered into the spin the wheel, and I won under Danny's name. So it's her first win. So that makes us evens now. I've got a duck race win, and she's got this. So we've got a few poker chips, many of which are duplicates. Some I've already got in my stack, but these are great for future giveaways for my channel. So yeah, so I've got the Stack 'em on one. I've got the Stackers Social. This is why we're all here, guys, because of Stackers Social community. All right, those of you, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You all know, you wouldn't be here without it. We've got 365. Okay. And I've got, I think these are new ones. I'm not sure whether I've got a Silver Spectre one or not. I'll have to go through, but I've got a Silver Spectre one there. Great guy, Silver Spectre. We've got Dayaxis. I know this is a new one. I haven't got a Dayaxis one. That's an absolutely brilliant poker chip, that. I love this. All right, really colourful logo that Dayaxis has got. All right, and finally, we've got the Coin Cutter. This is a brilliant guy who was on Sundays with Craven recently, member of the community. He does some great work cutting coins up into jigsaws and stuff like that. Go and check him out if you haven't already seen him. I've got I've got about 5 of these now. We've got Nemo's Numismatics poker chip. Great guy. I think Benson's just joined the chat. Hello, mate. How's things going down south? Hope you're doing well, mate. So the other bits that came in Craven's goodie bag, a few stickers and poker cards, business cards. Again, I've got a couple of those already, but great for doing giveaways and stuff like that. Got the Stackers Social sticker. Got a little mini Stackers Social sticker. 365 Days of Silver business card. Can't wait to put this on my box. Look at that. The Axis sticker to go with his poker chip. Really colourful, and he's a great guy. I think we all know Day Axis. He does a lot of work with Craven on the Sunday show. And we've got this absolute beauty. I think we're one of the first people to receive this. This is a Nerds Beast #1, the Bulldog of England. It's actually his poker chip. That comes out, but got the poker chip there. Nerds UK on the back of it. I love Nerd. Nerd makes these boxes, 3D printed boxes. A lot of us in the community have got one of Nerd's boxes. Brilliant guy, does them all to sort of, you know, your own personal specifications. So the Nerds Beast #1, with a face only a stacker could love and a growl that scares away fiat currency, this squat legend guards your stack like it's the last tin of corned beef post-Brexit, draped in Union Jack swagger and powered by pure stubbornness. He's not just a symbol of Britain, he is Britain. If Britain had 4 legs and snored like a freight train. I think that last bit was talking about Danny, actually. But yeah, do you know what? I actually read that out in Brits and Sob's voice. I almost done the accent there. You know, that should be read in a Benson voice or a Brits and Sob's voice, with a face only a stacker could love. My old Cockney geezer. I'm not going to do the accent again. All right, and we got a note off Craven here. Okay, so Danny Millington, congratulations on winning the giveaway bundle from episode 13 of Sundays with Craven. Hope you both had a lovely holiday. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the podcast. Enjoy the bundle. Craven and LJ, that's got to be Little John. Thanks very much for that, Craven. And we'll be tuning in tonight, Sundays at 5. I know most of you guys will be there as well. And I'm sure there'll be another giveaway. We've got Side the Sound Man on, one of the founders of Stackers Social. Should be an interesting interview. So, yeah, let's all go along.
Jokers have joined as well.
Oh, we've got Jokers, and who else?
Tim.
Oh, thanks for keeping up with the chat. It's so hard while I'm talking and doing this because my chat's on such a tiny little portion of the phone here that I can't really read it.
Benson's just been saying that he's not in trouble anymore because he's buying his Isle of Man Christmas 50p's off Facebook because it's so much cheaper. This is something we touched on over the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about that actually, Benson, because it's getting harder and harder to buy sort of unique coins for the stack now. I like to keep my coins unique, you know, especially for my year one. It is more of a collection than a weight stack. And some of the, it's got to be said that some of the Facebook pages are becoming a little bit unbeatable on their prices, especially since the recent spot price rise. I bought a lot off Silver Trader UK. Some of his coins were costing me delivered, you know, 36, 37, 38 pound. They've snuck up to about 42, and it's getting harder and harder to justify buying off him. So yeah, good point, Benson. Facebook, I haven't actually bought anything myself off Facebook yet, but I think it's coming to the point where I'm going to have to. I try to avoid Facebook. I don't know, it's a trust thing, isn't it? We don't have the same sort of seller reviews that we've got with Stackers Social and all that. So yeah, good point, and thanks for joining us. I've just seen Silver Serpents in the chat, so welcome to Silver Serpents. So yeah, that's Craven's pickup out of the way. Well, the giveaway win. So thanks very much, Craven, and to everyone who donated. Let's move on now to my pickup from Calc. Calc has he's put, I'm not going to bother with Facebook. Happy with Stackers Social for now. Well, yeah, I agree, Calc, because you get the seller reviews. It's like I'm coming to your delivery now. And this is where Stackers Social comes into its own, because we all sort of know each other a little bit from chatting and interacting with each other, especially people like myself and Benson who've got YouTube channels. You know, you kind of get to know us a little bit behind the screen. So we also have the seller reviews and vouchers from members that we know and trust who bought off these other people. And it just gives you so much more faith in what you're buying is going to be legit, and you're not going to get ripped off, and you're not going to get sent, like, I don't know, an Xbox game or something. You know, so yeah, so I'm going to move on to Calc's giveaway now. So I was looking forward to this one. So, little letter from Calc. So, to Sandy, thank you for your purchase. I can't wait to see one of my babies on your YouTube channel. Well, here it is, Calc. Thank you as well for welcoming into the Stackers Social community so warmly. P.S. Are you a red or a blue? Calc, everybody asks me this because I've obviously got a Scouse accent. And it's the first thing you ask anybody with a Scouse accent: are you red or a blue? Calc, I'm a white. I'm a Tranmere Rovers fan, Calc. There are 3 teams on Merseyside, and I support the little one, the minnow, the baby brother over in Birkenhead, which is where I live. I don't live in Liverpool. I live on the opposite side of the Mersey River, on the Wirral, and yeah, Tranmere Rovers are my team. Danny is a red. Danny's a massive red. Danny's she was a season ticket holder for 20 years before we met. She actually got a very famous godfather, and dropping a bomb here, guys. Danny's godfather, a good friend of her late father, because her father was a scout for Liverpool and Everton back in the day. Her father was actually just about the most famous name you can pin on
Not
Liverpool.
father,
Sorry,
godfather.
Godfather. Her dad's friend was just about the most famous name you can pin on Liverpool Football Club, which is the late great Bill Shankly. So there you go. There's dropping a bomb
And the
for you.
Anti-Ness.
And yeah, it's not Bill Shankly in our house. It's Uncle Bill and Auntie Ness. So there you go. You heard it here first, guys. But yeah, onto the pickup. So what I did, I bought off Stackers Social. I bought this. Now I've been waiting for one of these to come on Stackers Social. I haven't been in any rush to buy one elsewhere because I knew I'd find a deal. This is a beautiful Mexican Libertad. I always say that wrong. I always say Libertad, which is a bit of a slur these days. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. I got this off Calc. I particularly love the back. It's got such a unique back to compare. This is considered one of the big 5 of the stacking coins around the world. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see why. Okay, this is a 2023 1-ounce coin. 999 silver. Absolutely beautiful coin. So thanks very much for Calc. And as I say, this is where the community comes into play, because you know you get good deals. Was it £32, £33 I bought it? Oh, no, 30. I can't remember how much I bought it off before Calc, but it wasn't as expensive as it is elsewhere. Because Calc's a trusted member and someone that I've interacted with, I had absolutely no hesitation to buy off him, which is the difference, isn't it, between Stackers Social and buying off Facebook. Better view of that. Now, Calc has also very kindly given me these. Now, these are a complete freebie from Calc. I wasn't expecting anything but the Libertad. And he sent me a bundle of pre-decimal coinage. I'm not going to go through them all. There's a whole host of them. Absolutely brilliant. I guess these are just from your personal collection, Calc. Do you know what? I'm almost more pleased with them than I am with them, because than I am with the Libertad, because you know these are just from the heart. And do you know what I particularly love is these copper ones, the half pennies. Now, for anyone who knows me and follows my channel knows that I love me nautical ounces, and I'm starting a collection soon of Italian lira with the free ships on, the 500 lira. Look at these halfpennies. I absolutely love these. This is a 1956 with the ship on. Brilliant. So Calc saying he got them from giveaways on whatnot. Yeah, I've got a few of them myself, Calc, to be honest. I've got a little bag. So I've got a little bag there that I've got a few bits I bought off TSC, which are 925, and a few bits just which I've won on whatnot giveaways, and all of my Valacambis that I won. There's another one with the ship on, another halfpenny. That's a 64. So I don't really collect. I mean, I'm doing a little bit of a collection of wartime World War One 925 just to get a date run going, and the 500 liras. But apart from that, I don't really collect them. What I am going to do is I want to get like a little tiny chest here, like a treasure chest fit for my set, and just have them sort of overflowing, looking like a treasure chest. Just for the sake of my videos more than anything. There's another one with the ship on. My camera's terrible at zooming. I need a new phone. But yeah, brilliant from Calc. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the freebies. Thank you for the Libertad. I'm going to put that in a capsule at some point after the video, and that'll go in there with the rest of the stack. Thank you, mate. Love that. All right, so just put them to one side a little bit.
Benson's saying he'll send you the bell. I am dreading this bell coming, Benson. It's hard enough work without it.
Right, yeah, the bell. So Benson, good friend of mine, really great creator. Go and check his channel out. If you've been watching his channel, you'll know all about his bell that he uses to wind up his missus live on camera, which is hilarious. And he said he's got me a bell. He's going to send it me out soon. And I can't wait to do the same to Danny. Can you imagine? Ding, ding, cup of tea, live on air. Ding, ding, come on. I know I haven't got my bell now. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. We know how that's going.
Come on, go and get this filled up.
Yeah,
I need a bell. She's not listening to me. I need a bell.
With the bell,
No, she won't listen to me anyway. I know. But there you go.
BBA's just won some silver.
BBA's just won some silver. Absolutely disgusting, BBA. Why wasn't I in this giveaway? Whose idea was it to do a live? What have you won, BBA? And who off? Let me know. Excuse me, just choking on my tea, guys. Okay, so sorry, no, I really am choking on my tea. Bear with me. Excuse me. Okay, so another little giveaway. Sorry, not a little giveaway. Another little pickle. This one I've been working on for a while. We all know TSC. This is one of his mystery bundles or his mystery boxes. So he does a mystery box for £100. He he gets a vague idea of what it is you're after with like a bit of a conversation. And he knows I collect my silver bullion 1 ounce a week. And he knows that I like my sort of wartime era 925 pre-decimal silver. So I ordered a box off him. Had a bit of a plan to pay him £25 a week to go with the sort of 1 ounce a week bundle, and then once a month when it was sort of reached £100, he could send me the bundle. I dropped the ball on it quite a while ago. About 2 months ago, I'd sort of paid him half. I paid him £50. And if you remember back to me last live, I said we had the holiday coming up. A couple of things had happened in our lives, which just meant that I'd have to stop stacking. So I dropped the ball on my deal with TSC. But as soon as we got back from our holiday, we had a little bit of money left over, and I boxed it off. I finished off the deal, sent him the other 50 quid, and he has kindly sent me this out in no time at all. So just while I do this, Danny, would you mind doing me a massive favor? Just on my table underneath is in an envelope, is like a white envelope, is the gold backs, because they came with it.
I thought you were going to ask for another cup of tea, because that's the way the chat's gone at the moment.
Ding, ding, ding. Cup of tea while you're up. Yeah.
They're asking what tea we drink in this house. Just said to them, nothing but Yorkshire.
Nothing but Yorkshire in this house. Oh, so I'm getting a cup of tea and you're going to go and fetch me thing. And I didn't even need a bell. Seeing how good she is. She's good to me. But yeah, it just means I won't be able to keep my eye on the chat for a moment. So I'm just going to, while Danny does that for me, I'm just going to go through the items that are received off TSC. I'll do in his mystery box. I'll do his letter first. It's got to be said, out of all of the stackers that I've received mail off, TSC's probably got the best handwriting. So yeah, that's a nice little letter. So, hey Sandy, how's it going, mate? Thank you very much for purchasing a TSC mystery box. I really appreciate it. I've gone a little over budget, as I've been meaning to send you a mail call anyway, buddy. I've also included some poker chips and stickers for you and Danny too. I hope you're happy with the content. And keep up the awesome work with your channel. Take care, TSC. Absolutely made up with the contents, mate. Yeah, lovely little letter as well. He has gone very over budget. Nowhere well over £100 in this, but as he says, he was going to send me a mail call anyway. So we've got a couple of his stickers. I've already got one of those on my box somewhere. And we've got more of his poker chips. As I said, these are duplicates to my chip collection, but you know, they always go in the giveaways. So I'll start off with the smallest coins, the hardest to zoom in. Have I just lost the feed? No, it's all right. It's just paused. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on each coin too much because I'm rubbish at zooming in. And they're all dead tiny. But yeah, we've got, this is a nice condition coin. This is another 925 shilling. 1918. Okay, now into the bigger ones, and these are beautiful. I love these. I haven't got much of a collection yet, but it's just probably doubled in size. It's a half crown from another 1918 half crown. Beautiful condition, and they're all in really good condition. We've got another little one here. This is a 36 sixpence. Got a florin. I love the florin. Florin was the first coin I bought. I'm pausing a little bit here because I'm doing a terrible job of zooming them in. It's because I'm moving my hands so often. My phone isn't very good. Another great condition. Yeah, I just picked up on calc there. TSC coins are always in top condition. Too true, mate. Luke, Sandy, mate, try putting your hand behind the coin when you show them. Ah, okay. Okay, that's a good idea. Just block the light out a bit. Yeah, okay. Oh, see, now I end up just knocking my phone because I'm clumsy. Ah, do you know what, Calc? You might have just
Saved the day.
Saved the day, yeah. 1917, half crown. Top tip from Calc that. Do you know how much easier you just made my life? Honest to God, mate, you just saved me so much frustration while I'm filming. Thanks. Thanks, Luke. Sorry, Luke. All right, so I'll just keep flying through these because we're coming up on half an hour, guys. I don't know I've still got a bit to get through. I don't know whether my stream's going to go off. Beautiful condition, that one. Half crown, 1957. So there's about 10 or 11 coins in here altogether. There's a half crown. Okay, I'm rushing now because I've just had the 1 minute warning from Calc. 1 minute warning. World War III is about to erupt.
Don't say that with all the trouble lately.
Okay. One last English one. Sorry I'm rushing through them. Got a half shilling. 1 shilling, a 1914. Another good condition. Pre-decimal coin. There's this one in here as well. This isn't English. This is Canadian. This is a little extra. I think this must have been part of the mail call he was talking about. So this is a Canadian, what is it? A Canadian shilling, was it? I can't remember. It doesn't actually say. It just says Canada, 1953. But it's a lovely Canadian emblem on the coin. A little bit of toning on it, which just adds character, I think. And then young Queen Elizabeth. TSC would tell you all sorts about the Queen Elizabeth bust, which version it was, who the artist was, all that. I haven't got a clue, but lovely coin. There we go. Here's the warning. This is a test of emergency alert to UK government service that will warn you if there's a life-threatening emergency nearby. Right. Okay. My stream has died. Danny?
Yeah.
There it goes. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I'm waving in now to see if you're not quite live there, Danny. I don't know. Or you got a bit of a delay on your phone anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so we're all good. Yeah, thanks, Luke. Thanks, Cal. They can all hear us. Well, there you go. Just having a quick check out the window. Yeah, the world's still there. Nothing blew up.
I lost my live chat.
You've lost your live chat, or you might just have to go out of the video and come back into it. Okay, but we're all good here. BBA is still with us. All right, so as well as this, we've got this little Ethereum coin. He sent me a bullion coin. This is a 1 ounce Ethereum coin. I don't know whether this is part of the bundle or as part of the mail call, but look at that. 1 ounce of silver. So I was doing a bit of a calculation. I dove behind the sofa, Benson, you big wimp. Isn't that a lovely coin? Well, it's around 2022. Sort of like a electrical sort of computer board. I think Ethereum, I don't know much about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but Ethereum is a kind of cryptocurrency, isn't it? Jokers silenced it and can't be bothered with government propaganda.
I think Benson needs an Aztec shelter. Save him from the war and Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting this off TSC. I was doing a quick calculation on how much he sent me. And, I mean, let's have a look here. We've got 1, 2 smaller coins. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, there's another smaller one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 there worth like £12 each, 10 to £12 each. These are worth like, you know, another sort of tenner each. There's a bit more. Then there's the, you know, then there's the gold back. I forgot about the gold back. I'm going to show you these now because I love the gold backs. Got 2 of these now. Who likes the gold backs? So TSC sent me one of these. I think it was that one. And I bought this one for £6 on Ollie's auction recently. So I've got a gold back collection coming along. But yeah, with the gold back, with all of the silver, the pre-decimal stuff, the Canada coin, I mean, that there's the £100 at least. You've probably gone a little bit over budget. And on top of that, there's this bad boy. You know, 1 ounce of silver. So absolutely made up. Thank you, TSC. If any of you are thinking about getting one of his mystery boxes, I'd highly advise it. Especially if I know the BBA gets them. He posts the videos sometimes when his arrive. But honestly, if pre-decimal is your thing, it's secondary for me. But if that is your thing, then go for it. You know, speak to TSC, get a mystery box.
I don't know whether anyone follows Vegas Stacker and Blue Collar, but yesterday was the best podcast they've done in a long, long time. They actually had someone on from the Goldbacks, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. I watched Vegas Stacker and Stacker on a Saturday most weeks now. Great podcast from the States, and yeah, they had the guy from the Goldback Company being interviewed. So go and check that out. It was a really interesting. A bit more serious than what they take this stacking quite seriously. Our podcasts are a bit more entertaining and down to earth, and we like to mess about and joke around a bit. It was a very serious podcast, very good interview with this guy from Goldback. So yeah, go and check that out. But yeah, so I've ticked a lot of boxes with these pickups, haven't I? I've got 2 silver coins, silver ounces to go in my stack. I've got all kinds of new poker chips. I've got gold backs. I've got pre-decimal coins. I've got world coins. Got a couple of lovely ships off calc. So yeah, really made up with it. Yeah. So we've only been back a week and a half when all this started to land after our holiday. So I said there'd be a bit of sabbatical from the stacking plan while we got the holiday out of the way. But honestly, we came back with a bit of money from our budget. And now we're just sort of planning to get back into it and maybe even step it up a little bit from the 1 ounce a week thing. Although that will be the bare minimum. We do love those weekly pickups, and it is just the best way to invest. I always sort of preach about the consistency of it, and you can see for yourself in 6 months how much 6 months of buying 1 ounce a week of silver does, and how far it goes, and how impressed you are. Every time you sort of go back, I'm impressed with it, because I think, oh my God, look at how quickly that's grown,
We've also got a couple of people we've got to box off that are very kindly.
That's right. Yeah, I was just coming to that. So over the next couple of weeks, our pickups are going to be coming from a few guys in the community who done me a bit of a favour. It was based off the back of our last live, wasn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
So I was talking away in my last live about how I was stopping stacking for a while because of the holiday, and there was something that was giving me FOMO, and what was giving me FOMO was the Tillua coins, because the more they're very popular. This is shipwreck silver. Ian Attenbury sent me these. These are the 1/4 ounces. Excuse me. So there are a few options available. You can get there's a Britannia with a privy, a Krugerrand with a privy. There's the 1 ounce bar, and there's the 1 ounce version of these two. And I want it all, and it was all giving me FOMO because, once that initial sale's gone out, then the price starts jumping up and up and up. And I was just sort of thinking, by the time I come off my holiday, they're going to be a bit more expensive and that. And they haven't really gone up in price, to be fair. But based on what I said during my last live about feeling that FOMO, there have been 3 guys from the community who've gone out off their own backs, and they've sort of picked up. They picked up their own Tillua pieces, but they've doubled up with me in mind, so that when I'm ready, I can purchase it off them, and I didn't have to worry about the prices going up or they're all selling out nationally. So a little shout out to those 3 guys: Ian Attenbury, the Thoughtful Sniper, Alan, SBC, Scottish Bullion Collector, and a very lovely gentleman who's joined us in the chat here today, Mr. Joker's Wild. All right, so you've got the bar, if I remember rightly. And yeah, these 3 guys just heard what I said on the last live about feeling the FOMO. So they've gone out and, they've said, look, no pressure, no worries. I've still got 1 ounce of silver in my stack. It's not like I've lost anything. But, when you're ready and your budget opens up again, then, get in contact and we'll send you the bits and you can buy them off us. So, yeah.
So does Jokers? You've forgotten Jokers?
No, I said Jokers.
Okay.
Jokers. He's got the bar for me. So yeah. It's Ian Attenbury, I believe, has got he sent me these already, the 1/4 ounces, and he's got the 1 ounce version of those for me. Alan has got the Brit and the Krug for me, and Jokers has got the bar.
Yeah.
Ian's also picked up a couple of. I mentioned to him that I seen a spot price deal on 2 of the 500 lira Italian coins that I like so much, and he went and bought them and just said, "When you're ready, I've got them here for you." So yeah, there's a couple of bits of pre-decimal and a couple of bits of silver. But the Tiller silver, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me next couple of weeks of stacking. And they're gonna not really be for the main stack, but they're gonna be for the deep stack. And the deep stack is what I want to talk to you about right now, just before we finish for today, because that's the last of my pickups. Now, when I was on holiday in Italy, as I mentioned earlier, I spent a whole while. Look, I said to Danny, if we can pick up like a little treasure chest, like, you know, you see them in these in these towns when you're on holiday, or like the gift shops, and they'll have like little boxes, like handmade stuff. Particularly seeing a lot of stuff like that when we were in the Medinas of Marrakesh last year. You know, a lot of handmade, sort of handcrafted wooden items. We picked up a chessboard, didn't we, Dan?
Yeah.
Which is in the other room. So we couldn't find one. So when we got back, Danny had like a bit of an Amazon voucher for £25. And she said, "Do you want it? Is there anything you want?" And I said, "Yes, treasure chest." So I've ordered this. This is £22. And my plan for this, it's a lovely little box. It's well made. It's good quality. It's got a nice metal clasp on it. It's got these leather straps. It's even got like a cool little sort of combination lock. And for £22 delivered, I think that's pretty good quality. It's just plywood, you know. It's not gonna last forever. It's not handcrafted, but I think it's pretty. And I suppose more than a treasure chest, it's more of like a traveler's pack, isn't it? Like a traveler's luggage pack. But I think it's lovely. It's got like brass knobs on it and brass angles on it, and you know, as I say, it's not like the clasps aren't the best quality really. But yeah, I've wanted one of these since I started stacking. Now I'm not going to have this overflowing with coins. It's a little bit large. I need to get a little smaller one. The stuff that like the sort of non-silver bits that Calc and I keep winning on whatnot, and that'll just look good on me video display, I think. But why I bought this, the reason I bought this is because I want to keep my deep stack in here. What I mean by my deep stack is all of those little extra bits, the special bits, the set metal bits, the vintage pieces, the expensive pieces, you know, bits of a special memory attached to them. So just to end the video, I'm gonna open her up. I'm gonna fill her up. I'm gonna show you the deep stack. I'm gonna sort of put that in there, and that'll be that, and that'll be tucked away. So
Littlefoot's just come in.
oh, hello, Littlefoot. Hello, mate. Good to see you in my video. He's always about in the videos. See him in a. He's a bit like BBA. He's everywhere. He's in all of the streams. Glad to catch Sandy live. Thanks for joining us, Littlefoot. It's good to have you here. Okay, so I was just moving on to my deep stack. So I'm gonna go through that. So the first thing in my deep stack I'd like to show you. I've shown you this a couple of times. This is my Gaia Sopper Britannia. This is a 1/4 ounce Britannia. Zoom it in a bit. And it's got, you can't see because it's in the package, but the package has got the coin itself's got a Gaia Sopper privy on it. Now the Gaia Sopper is, I'm not going to go too into it because I'll start waffling. I love the story, but it's a lot like the Tiller. All right, this is shipwreck silver. All right, this was sunk in World War II, dredged in 2013, sort of predates the Tiller. Tiller was sort of the hot property in silver stacking at the moment, taken over from the Queen's Beast. It's the sort of item everybody's after right now. and this is one from 2013. Very similar story. This is it came with so this is the DVD of a History Channel program about the dredging of the Tilloway from the bottom of the sea. And you can actually watch that on YouTube if you're interested in it.
Sopper, not the Tilloway.
The Gaia Sopper, sorry. Yeah, she always here to correct me. Yeah, so you can watch that on the history. Sorry, you can watch that on YouTube. Just type in Gaia Sopper documentary, and there's a two-parter. I've still got it sealed. I have watched the documentary, but I watched it on YouTube because I'm never going to open that. And yeah, it was £30 for that. Seems a lot for a 1/4 ounce of silver, but you know, it's a piece of history. It's a lovely little package. So that is that I actually bought that as a present to myself for reaching my 6-month stacking plan. I think it was about 5 or 6 weeks early. So yeah, so that's it. And what I love most about this box, look at that, perfect fit. It's like it goes in that way, it's fine, but look, it just goes in perfect. Look at that, right snug at the bottom. It's almost made to fit. All right, the second item that I'm putting in my deep stack is this. We all know what this is, Queen's Beast. Only got one of these. It doesn't fit in my box because it's not round. But we both love that, me and Danny. I think anyone who's got one loves it. So that'll go in the deep stack there. Third item for the deep stack is my Battle of Britain bar. I love this bar. It's the only thing I've ever bought directly from the Royal Mint. You know, it's got so much wartime history, iconic. You know, it come in the assay. It's the only thing I've got in the assay. So yeah, that can go straight in the deep stack as well. Okay, the 2 Tilloway coins I've got from Ian. Absolutely love that. So some more shipwreck silver to go in. And obviously the shipwreck silver does belong in a little treasure chest, doesn't it? Like the Gaia Sopper and the Tilloway. So the Tilloway bits that I pick up from the 3 guys in the community, they won't be going in the box. Even if they do fit, they'll be coming in here in the deep stack. So yeah, sorry, Danny, was there something you were going to say?
No, I was just going to say, no, he's got a box. He's got a treasure chest from when he was little that he's kept hold of. That he's going to showcase.
Oh, really? I love stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely do that, Littlefoot.
Not Littlefoot, Silver Serpent.
Silver Serpent, sorry. Yeah, definitely do that. You know, I wish I had something like that from years ago, you know, but I haven't. So I've got this one. But this one I will be keeping for 20 years to come, just like my Nerd UK box. And hopefully the rest of the stack also go towards my retirement. Now, I want to put my gold backs in there as well. So a little gold back collection can go in the deep stack box. And I'm going to put my pre-decimal in there for now. I am going to move them into something else, like I say, a smaller chest at some point. So there's all my pre-decimal stuff going in. So that can all go in. That's all the stuff I got off TSC, and there's the stuff I had already in this little pouch. Okay, and I got to thinking about what else I wanted to put in my deep stack. There's only really 2 items that I wanted to take out of my main stack box, and I'll show you those now. So the first one is what I call Danny's coin. All right, so this is the second coin that we ever bought. I bought a Brit for my very first coin, and a week later we found this absolute beautiful coin on eBay. And the reason I call this Danny's coin is because she spotted it on eBay, and we actually got it on an auction, and we managed to pick this up for £26 delivered. That you know, spot price was £27 at the time. This should have been about £34, £35, maybe even more, because it's quite a rare item. You don't see many of them. I actually seen one today on Facebook for the first time being sold. And it's the first time I've ever seen one in anybody else's stack. It's the only colorized coin we've got. It's an Australian coin. It's a Silver Jubilee coin. Not only have we got the coin, but we've got the certificate of authenticity to go with it. Tells you all about it. Yeah, it's the only sort of one we've got with a certificate. So the certificate, the coin itself, £26, and that was the second coin that we ever bought. I don't think we're ever going to match that in terms of value. And it's an absolute beaut, as Danny always says. You know, so just because I think of that of Danny's coin, and we've got that, and it is such a rare coin, and it was such a bargain. I mean, the fact is, I could probably make a fortune off that if I wanted to flip that. You know, just selling it at spot price would make a profit. You know, selling it on an auction, maybe go for 40 quid. You know, £14 profit, but I'm not interested in that. That's going to stay with us forever. That's Danny's coin.
The
So
fellow that we bought it on was actually a car boot trader. And he said he was never going to pick up any coins again until he learned more about it.
yeah, we were speaking to him. He was from down south, this guy, Razzie, I think his name was, Razzie from eBay. And he was saying he thought it'd go for a lot more. We got it for £26 delivered. I think he was a bit sick to his stomach because he'd lost money on it. And he actually said, I'm staying away from silver in the future. I thought I'd make money off that, but I haven't. So sorry, Razzie, but you win some, you lose some. We won, you lost. That's the way it goes. And the final thing that I want to put in the deep stack is this coin, which is the Czech Lion. Another really pretty coin. Now, there's not really special about this coin. They're readily available. They're not that expensive, highly minted. It's a pretty coin. It's a 2023 Czech Lion. You see these about. You see them on the marketplace. You see them on sites and stuff like that. The reason this one is so particularly special to us, this was our 5th coin for our stack. We haven't been stacking long at all. And we took a little trip to Prague earlier in the year. We took a little 3-day trip out to Prague, and we walked around all the shops and the bars and the restaurants. We had a lovely little time. And they actually have about 3 or 4 Czech mint stores in Prague. And we walked into one quite drunk and got talking to the fella. We ended up walking out with this. So it is a Czech coin, and we were in the Czech Republic. So yeah, this is just a holiday memory, really, even though it's not like a special coin in any way, like the other one, like Danny's coin. It's just a holiday memory. So I've decided to take that out of my main stack and I'll put that in the deep stack. And that is it for now for the deep stack. But speaking about holiday memories, just to finish the video, I have got one more thing which I'm looking really forward to coming over the next week. I have a rare vintage item. It's an ounce of silver. It's a bar. It's made by Pamp Suisse. And I bought it for, it was originally posted, this item, for 100 and, by the time you put taxes on, because it's coming from abroad and the delivery, it was working out at nearly £131. I've actually managed to haggle a little bit with the seller who I've been speaking to. He's a really lovely fella, and he's offered me this item for £83 delivered. So a saving of nearly £50 from the original price. I'm really chuffed about it. And it's another holiday memory. It's a Lake Garda bar. A couple of people I might have shown pictures to. I know Benson's probably seen the picture of it. And I'm super excited for it. And that's going to be another deep stack item. It is a real high premium for £83 for an ounce of silver, but who cares? You know, it's going to be a bit of a trend moving forward, that I think, for Danny and I, as we sort of go on our holidays, because we love our holidays, don't we, Dan?
We do.
We've been on 2 this year. We've been to Prague, and we've been to where have we just been?
Lake Garda.
Lake Garda. Yeah, so Yeah, I've got the Prague coin, I've got a Lake Garda bar coming, and that's just going to be a bit of a theme. I think wherever we go in the world, we'll try and pick up a silver coin that sort of relates either while we're there or once we get home. And they're going to be deep stack items. So yeah. So the next few weeks, it's all about the deep stack. Really, we've got the tiller with stuff coming from the guys in the community, and we've got the Lake Garda bar coming. So not much adding to the box, which is sort of putting us behind. Because in terms of the stacking target, I see it as a different entity. You know, I want to fill that box by the end of the year, 1 ounce a week, every week for the next 20 years or so. That's the plan. That's the mission. All right. And I've also said I might, if there's room and if there's time, I'll fill this second box up with Britannias, just so I've got a bit of weight to fall back on in case I ever need some of this to be liquidated, and I don't want to part with all the.
Or I see a cheap holiday.
Or yeah, or she sees a cheap holiday. But yeah, so that's what I mean. I just sort of I want to keep the deep stack separate from the main stack. So I've taken. So we are behind now because I've taken a couple out. When we gained a couple with the Libertad and the Ethereum round, but I've taken a couple out and I've popped them in the deep stack. So we're a little bit behind and we've got a bit of catching up to do. The 1 ounce a week's harder than I make it seem sometimes. You know, it really is, especially when you got holidays.
Get sidetracked.
I always get sidetracked. Yeah. Well, I think this first year has been a bit of a funny year, hasn't it? Because I did set out with like this weight stacking goal of picking up 1 ounce a week every week for the next 20 years or so, as cheaply as possible, and sharing it and tallying it, you know, to sort of show people that, you know, this can be done as an investment policy. But the truth is, I've leaned more into the collection side of things, and I've been paying £5 extra a coin because I like it, and you know, the premiums. But I think this first year, I've definitely got that target where I want to fill this with unique coins. That'll be 52 unique coins, and I want to fill this with Britannias. So I've got some weight. So there's nearly 40 Britannias go in that one, and that I really do want to stick to that target, and then that'll be the end of year one then. And once year one is up, I think we could possibly change the plan up a little bit and start weight stacking a bit more and just picking up the rare items like the odd kookaburra when we see a deal on it and stuff like that, you know, rather than just trying to get so much like unique stuff all at once. But we'll see. Got another 5 months to go till we get there, and another 5 months to keep on stacking and keep on building that box up.
The chat are just saying, you know, you'll always have your sentimental pieces. It's hard being a couple stacking. Sandy's quite detached from it. To me, every single piece of being the deep stack, Sandy draws the line. But I suppose, you know, but people are saying they'll always have bits that they won't sell for anything.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, Danny, because we picked up such a collection of individual coins, you know, each one does have sort of a meaning to you, doesn't it? And I was talking about this last night, and I think the other thing is this. It's not this. That's a lighter, but this the channel Working Class Stacks. If I'm just picking up a Britannia, or even if you know, I quite like the look of these 100-gram bars. And I was thinking, if you know, if our budget increases like we think it's going to increase, then there's going to come a point where I could be picking up 100 grams a week instead of an ounce a week. And I really like the look of these like 100-gram bars, the big chunky bars. And I'd love to see them start stacking up one a week. And once you get to 6 months and you've got a big pyramid of bars, I think that would be cool. But it's harder for the channel, isn't it? Yeah. Because it's a real selling point for the channel. You know, this week I've got a nautical ounce, and this week I've got, you know, a kookaburra and all that kind of thing, and it, you know, it helps with the content, and it helps with that little dopamine hit you get when you get your pickup and you're like, oh, look at this coin, isn't it pretty? But the truth is I've got to try and sort of lean back. I think it's definitely at the end of year one.
As Calc said he sold all his 1 ounce coins to start getting more premiums, but then he changed his mind like the wind. And I think since coming back from Lake Garda, we've had that many ideas because we will have an increase in income, just apart from dropping old habits, but also because I work in a Christmas environment where we have to do a lot of compulsory overtime between October and February, and we get paid time and a half straight away. So I'm going to have all my overtime payments as well. So, we've discussed this since we've come back from Lake Garda, and the plan has changed so many times.
It has and it hasn't. I'm trying to figure out a better way of weight stacking and really sort of making the investment work as well as the collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I quite like I've spoke to you about the idea of these Tabex bars because you get the Tabex subscription. So we can dip our toe into gold. You get the free one at the end of the year, which just makes it worthwhile. Hello, Humble Stacker. Just seen you join us there. Hello, mate. Welcome to the live. We're wrapping up in a minute, actually, Humble. I've gone on to an hour. I've got through all my pickups. But yeah, I'm just a little bit torn, I guess, between collecting and weight stacking. And I think I'm only 6 months into the journey and I haven't quite figured out where I lie in that sort of, that scale of I always say to people when I'm on podcasts and stuff, if you see, if 1 is weight stacker and 10 is collector, where do you see yourself on that scale? And it's an interesting question and one that I haven't really figured out the answer to myself. I would like to say more of a weight stacker, but the truth is everything I've got has come with a bit of a premium. So
I think even the most seasoned stackers, people that have been doing it for 20 years, at some stage they always say change keeps you motivated. So I think anywhere in your stacking journey, you'll always have a change just for that added momentum and motivation to do something different.
good point, yeah.
And keep your interest.
Good point, yeah. Good point. I also think having a goal is what keeps me driven, and I think that the biggest goal, the biggest thing that I've got is for me, it's the box. It's this box that I bought off Nerds UK right at the start of the journey, and it's seeing that populate with coins and just how quickly it happened. And I remember when I got it, we had like 5 coins in there, and now it's more than half full. And I want to see. It might be something to do with me OCD. I haven't got OCD. I always joke about it. Shouldn't do, but it is a bit of an OCD thing. I want to see it full. I just want to see it full, and I think that's what keeps me driven. So yeah. Let's just pop into the chat for 5 or 10 minutes and then we're going to wrap up. Oh, hello, Sandy, Danny, and all in the chat. Sorry, I'm late. I've been real busy. Jack. Hello, Jack. We are just wrapping up. Been on for an hour. It was just a quick sort of catch up with a few pickups I picked up. And one thing I did talk about earlier, Jack, was these. I've already given these a little bit. So we've got your limited edition blue poker chip and the classic red one. So thanks very much for those, mate.
Please tell us, Jack, you were cooking a cheeseburger provided by BBA.
Yeah, this cheeseburger habit of yours is becoming famous, mate. Have you had your cheeseburger today? We wouldn't want to see you going into Sundays with craving on an empty stomach. So, BBA, if he hasn't had a cheeseburger, get round to Mackey's, mate. Sort him out. All right. So, yeah. So thanks for joining us in the chat today, everyone. I think we've got 12 of you in here now. I think there were about 16 at one point. We've got 20 likes, so a few people have popped in and out. And we even had a trans right troll come in to say hello and tell you all about my upcoming transition. So yeah, so look out for my pickup, my late Garda pickup. Look out for my my transition. It will be televised. No cheeseburger. No cheeseburger, BBA. Come on, mate. Sort your dad out with a cheeseburger. I'd send you one with the chips, and it'd be burger and chips. But I can't see it. You know, just getting through on Royal Mail, mate. I can't see it. So, Luke's saying, awesome stream, Sandy, mate. Nice pickups you both had there. Watch how you go all. BBA on the next one, guys. Take care.
If anyone's got any really, really nice coins from somewhere hot and exotic that might persuade Sandy to book the next holiday, any ideas will be welcome.
Okay, so I think what Danny's saying there is based off what I said on picking up a holiday memory in coin form. She's saying you could inspire our next holiday with a coin. So if I see a coin that I absolutely must have from, I don't know, let's say, where do you want to go?
I want to go to Albania.
You want to go to Albania? Well, we're getting a late Garda coin from Albania. But, you know, yeah. So if you think that there's a great Albanian coin out there, send it to me. And then if I fall in love with the coin, then Danny will get what she wants and she'll get to go on holiday to Albania. How does that sound?
I'm open to any offers, just somewhere hot and sunny that isn't Birkenhead.
Yeah. A Gran Canaria coin.
Oh no, not that again.
Yeah, no, that's rubbish. Yeah, don't go to Gran Canaria, guys. But yeah, all right. So I'm just gonna keep on. What's it saying? Lindos do a great donkey coin.
Benson
A donkey
bought
coin.
a donkey coin because he saw the most well-endowed donkey in Greece as a holiday memory.
He saw the most well-endowed donkey in Greece. Well, if that's only because I've never been to Greece, because then I would be the most well-endowed donkey in the whole of Greece, wouldn't I?
But you're not on a coin.
Not yet.
Whatever.
Jamaica, Shiny's saying, Jamaica sounds bloody expensive. It sounds amazing. I'd love to go on. Have you been to Jamaica?
I have. But
you've been to Jamaica,
you know,
haven't you?
Jamaica. Nah, went to me in the cold. Bum bum.
Yeah. Danny's actually been all over the world before we met. She's very, very well travelled. She's been all over America. She's been to a lot of countries like Jamaica. She's been to, she lived out in India for a while. So she keeps me on my toes with my holidays, guys, because she's just got that travel bug. She needs to travel, but I love every minute of it. We've had some great times abroad over the, I think we're on 6 holidays in 3 years.
Yeah. Does anyone know if Vietnam and Cambodia do coins? Because that's the one place I'd always go back to.
Okay, fair enough. Vietnam. Do you know what? I'm going to Google after we get off Vietnam and Cambodia coins, because I'd love to go there as well. Ever since that Vietnam Top Gear special, do you remember that, where they were all on their bikes doing a trek across Thailand, and they ended up turning them into boats and that at the end? Oh, it was hilarious. So yeah, it just looked like a beautiful country. I would love to go there, but we are talking about a 5 or 6 grand holiday as well. You know, you do realise that.
Sell the stack?
No, don't sell the stack for a holiday. Did you hear that, Stackers? Did you hear what she just said? Absolute disgrace. All right, well, on that, in Top Gear fashion, on that bombshell, Stackers, we're going to end it there. So good night, everyone, and thank you for joining us. See you next time.